I'm Kelly Thompson, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatic.
Hello and welcome to Comic Capers, episode 6. We're continuing the long harrowing Bendis Watch 2018. I am Phil. Of course, Lilith is here.
Hey guys.
And returning, Tyler Patrick and the son of Superman, Solo.
Wave high. Yeah. We've just kind of had a crazy time. My grandfather passed away, so that was gone, and just with work and stuff, it just kind of kicked us back a few weeks, and we've been itching to get back in the action, and
Oh, so
and this is the issue to come back on. Let me tell you.
So Tyler, what do you think? What do you guys think so far of this Man of Steel series by Bendis?
So like today, I picked up my book from my comic shop, and the owner was there, and he usually is not there. So he's at his other store. So we finally were talking about it, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. Like it seems like it's a story that we could have done in like 3, maybe 4 issues, and they're dragging it out. And I feel like I love the cover artwork, but it has nothing to do with the book that I'm reading inside.
Not
Yes, again.
It's like the one that actually had Rogol Zar. Wait, hold on. Who's this Solo? Tell Daddy. Rogol Zar. Is he a bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, even Solomon knows he sucks.
What do we do with our Rogol Zar, Solo?
We throw him in.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm just reading it, and I'm like, this for such a great. I haven't read as much Bendis as you guys. Comic book writer. I feel like this is almost surface level Superman. Like,
It's very. Yeah.
I mean, there's been some great art in it, but like you guys have said, it's very weird about the how all of a sudden it'll shift artists. And I think you're right, Phil, with the whole Fabok.
Yeah.
Doing the pages that can change to Jor-El. But yeah, it's just being drug out, and I'm actually kind of bored with it.
It almost seems like that, like Fabok drew like a whole issue with the Lois and John stuff, and Bendis is like, no, let's cut it up and put 2 pages in each issue.
Exactly. It seemed like it was maybe a book that was supposed to be a story or something they had mapped out for an issue of Superman that when they did this whole thing got changed, and then they're like, we're gonna put it somewhere else. So I don't know.
But Tyler, what did you think of what happened to Kandor?
I think you mean Kandor. Lilith. Kandor.
How dare you? How big is the Superman myth of Kandor of all?
I think you know what? I feel like if that's where they wanted to take it, it would have been really kind of cool if Superman had got to the fortress and Rogol Zar had Kandor like in his hand and crushed it, instead of almost being like an afterthought of, oh, there's Kandor over there smashed. Like if they really wanted us to feel that impact more, because I mean that's a big deal. Like I should be like, holy crap, we've just destroyed like all these Kryptonians, this whole legacy of Superman. But I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not as invested as I thought it would be.
It just seems like I think I said last week, they want to make like Superman and Supergirl like the last Kryptonians, but it's like Bendis's like messy way of like cleaning up continuity.
Like
Yes.
those are like strangle freaking the dog. Like I mean at this point. Just go find Crypto and strangle him.
Don't give him ideas. Poor Crypto.
I mean, I feel like I should be really impacted by the loss of Kandor, and I'm not feeling it.
So I mean,
is it just in the writing or what?
I mean, it's safe to say, especially if you're watching this on YouTube, look at that background. Superman is like your favorite character. And so you're reading this, you're just like,
Yeah, I mean, it's like you guys were talking about. Just feels like it could have been, Superman issue. What, we're on 1 again.
Yeah.
So this could have been the first 6 issues of Bendis's. I don't feel like it earns this title.
No, like you were saying, even the covers, it's if you just looked at the covers, you would think, okay, Bendis is doing a retelling of the first however many years of Superman, but no, it's a current story.
Almost okay.
Story.
Not to make a comparison, but I'm going to. Okay, it'd be almost neat if somehow Rogol was watching Superman's life unfold in each issue. He was learning things. It was kind of Bendis retelling certain aspects, and it would kind of cut between Rogol learning his history, kind of like Clarence in It's a Wonderful Life, when he's got to watch all about George before he goes to save George.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rogol learning everything about Superman before he comes to kill him. So that each issue, he's learning the events, but that's certain pages, and then we're also cutting to what Superman's doing now.
I mean, give us anything on Rogol except for, what was it, the first issue? He's like, oh, Kryptonians are corrupt. I have to destroy them. He's not fleshed out. He's a plot device. I mean, I swear, I felt like the first time Doomsday appeared and killed Superman, I felt like Doomsday was a more thought-out character than Rogol is.
And we all know to be Doomsday.
I agree. I feel like Rogol is one of those really forgotten Superman villains that's gonna reappear in a comic in 20 years, where someone's gonna be like, we need an old villain to kind of bring back. Let's do this guy.
He's gonna come back in 20 years and get beaten in 2 pages
by Superboy.
I'm sorry, Lex is greater than Rogol. I'm sorry.
See, Lex is such a beautiful character, because if you do Lex correctly, he walks the line of where he's bad, but the public doesn't realize it, and the public still loves him. So he really plays up that politician angle, where Superman knows he's corrupt, but he can't prove it enough to really tie everything to Lex, but he knows Lex is involved.
So
It's
maybe
a cold war between the two.
Maybe it's a mercy that Bendis isn't using Lex, so you can't.
It's a detriment to be quite honest.
Yeah, but at least he's not messing up the character.
It's hard to mess up Lex. Even if you took him way back to his mad scientist, it's literally very hard.
I believe in Bendis. He can mess up anyone.
No, Lex. You know what? I think why Bendis stayed away from Lex is Lex is the kind of villain he's used to kind of writing. I think. Or try his hand at something different. No, it's falling down. You don't even get a Bizarro illusion in this issue. So
well, that's what I was gonna say. I think this is what the second issue in a row we get no similarities to the original run. Yeah.
And I'm United really.
What?
Low-key, Lucifer is one of my favorite scary characters. Okay, you can stay away from her, but really good days, you could have just
Let's tell that.
Oh, they must have ran out of room for these pages, because we actually got 4 pages with Lois and John. Well, two double page, 2 different double page spreads.
All those fucking bubbles, bro.
So we got, let's see, 1, 2.
Is there some kind of mental manipulation going on Jor-El's part, or is this just Bendis writing it? John's like, yeah, I want to go with my grandfather, who I don't know, and my parents are pretty schemed out by.
I mean, we got that little bit where he met him a while back and kind of bonding with him. But I mean, this issue, just look at it. We get it's really awkward first page. Then we get Superman talking why he fights Rogol in space, and it's the worst fighting ever.
This is not I'll give New 52 that. I didn't like the punch him up Superman stuff, but at least the punch him up stuff was interesting.
Well, I think Superman even thinks to himself, he's like, I can't, as much as I want to, I can't punch my way through this fight. But that's what he's doing.
Yes, where I can't let my emotions get to me last issue. Going red.
And at the end of last issue, weren't they at the fortress? Last issue at the end of it?
The fortress.
Beam his butt to the Phantom Zone. Throw Rogol Zar into the Phantom Zone.
That's what the Phantom Zone is.
What?
Look,
I don't think he knows what the Phantom Zone
Who?
is.
Bendis?
I don't think he's sitting on
Phantom
Smallville.
Zone is my favorite. The Phantom Zone is my solution for every villain. Okay? This whole Supergirl Season 3 fighting Reign, throw her in the Phantom Zone.
Well, they kind of drug her to something similar. So.
You fighting Rogol Zar, you toss him in the Phantom Zone. You're fighting whoever, we got this nice little 2-page spread with our new favorite fire chief here.
Unresolved sexual tension.
Is that supposed to be?
It's so hard for me to hate it.
It hit me today. Is she supposed to be because the continuity is weird? But is Bendis using her as like a Lana Lang stand-in?
She is a redhead, so maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I mean,
She has long initials.
can we say how stupid these firemen are on this page?
Well, they're still having the Batman conversation. Do the fires make a pattern or a pretty picture on the map?
Okay, did they give them stupid gas or like what happened to Metropolis? He's not as bad as Star City and Arrow. Like, just incompetent.
I mean, I don't know. This issue was just kind of boring. Like the fire. Okay, then Kara's got the people, and then the Justice League shows up.
Great. What do they call them? Because like he's like dwelling on this fire stuff way too long.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, every issue's been, Rogol Zar either plotting or beating on Superman, and then these fires. What's going on with these fires?
They're pretty.
Do they have any meaning? I mean,
I guess we'll find out in this issue, or maybe in Superman #1 or Action 1001.
My thing is, why did Rogol Zar leave Superman beaten on the moon? He wasn't dead. And I mean, I didn't even realize he was like beaten and left on the moon. Like it was just like.
I mean, I could see that as like a revenge thing, as like if he really had a bone to pick with like Jor-El or something, he's like, okay, son of Jor-El, I'm gonna kill everything you love and let you watch it before I kill you. But here's my thing. The ending. Okay, here's my problem. The whole ending of this issue, when he discovers Rogol Zar's at the center of the Earth, trying to destroy the Earth. Okay, extinction level threat. Why wouldn't Superman take the rest of the Justice League with him? Supergirl and the rest of the Justice League. They were right there.
Because Superman has prime all of a sudden? Like,
because Bendis.
I mean, can we just, if Rogol Zar's not revealed to be like a clone of Jor-El that went bad or something, or has some sort of big twist in his identity?
I feel like he's like bizarre with the brain, but not the good kind, like Red Hood and the Outlaw. It's just something about Rogol Zar that like, feels like a knockoff of something.
Yeah.
Doomsday, Bizarro.
It's like Doomsday, Bizarro, and Lobo.
Yeah. Looks like Lobo. I'm just saying.
He looks like one of those trolls from Thor, like Ulick or whatever.
So I mean, he is just not.
Interesting.
I'm just not captivated by anything.
Well,
only as good as his villain. The villain is not compelling, thus the story is boring.
The villain is a plot device. Like I said, they really didn't give you much on Rogol Zar except he's mad at Krypton. Why?
Well, I mean, I know there's millions of reasons to be mad at Krypton.
There are. I will agree with that, but
they're corrupt. Okay, yes.
Yes, they are. You could say they are, but give us a reason why. Did they kill his family? Did they destroy his planet? Did he
have to read this book? Was he mad that this was the story of his life?
It's good to have you back, Tyler.
I don't know. Like, I was so pumped for this, and I feel like it's just really not even worth. Like, I'm reading it,
and And just the whole John thing seems forced, like I said, unless, he's being mentally manipulated by Jor-El or something.
Every kid would be hyped to see their grandparents. Come on, candy, staying up late.
Yeah, but it's like
genetic experiments.
Well, I mean, think about this though. He never had his grandparents. The Kents are already dead. He just met his grandpa Sam Lane.
And come on, it's a little intense.
But
so this is his other grandpa. It's like kids long for family, and this is family, but he doesn't know exactly. I mean, how much does John know about what Mr. Oz has done?
I just mean, with his parents putting up such a big argument about it, do you think that would make him doubt for a second, or he's going to leave his upstanding citizen friend Damian Wayne? That's
upstanding citizen. I don't know. I really kind of just want the next issue to hit so I can read it. Like, oh, okay, this is what it was. This is what it is.
But this series is classic Bendis playbook. Like you were saying, you said we could did this story in 3 or 4 issues. Well, that's Bendis. He drags it out with his dialogue and like 2 pages of action every issue.
But even the dialogue is not that engaging. Like, I don't mind a lot of dialogue if it's engaging, but like the overlay of "I've come for the boy," what boy, this boy.
It's classic Bendis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's overlaid. And then, like I said, the way the firemen were talking, it's like they didn't know, ooh, there's an X on the map. Is that where the fire was? Can we go there and put it out, George? Which way do we go? I mean, it would have been cool maybe if this story was like a one-shot. Like, just really stripped down, and it was like a big, thick, special edition one-shot. The Man of Steel. But, like, not a 6-issue that
he wants to be Byrne so bad, but doesn't know how to do it. Like,
I mean, if you think about just even what Byrne did, each issue was like a jump in Superman's life. Like a different point where he was coming into play. This is just one story that's going to be a nice little trade when it comes out.
That's all we write for in DC are the trade stuff.
Especially Bendis. Bendis is Mr. Trade. Writing for the trade paperback.
Man, I don't have my iPad with me, but like the issue of Superman. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up on my right here.
I'll
hold you in suspense.
But like the whole thing with Rogol Zar, and we don't know anything about his backstory. Even like the Justice League standing there. Does anyone know him? No, Green Lantern hasn't heard of him, and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Superman studied the whole history of Krypton, hasn't heard of him.
It better be something sweet. Okay, Action Comics 775. Okay, that is the.
What's so funny about Truth, Justice, and the American Way?
American Way. That is a great self-contained story in one issue.
Yep.
And it's thought out, and I mean, that's just a great book to read.
It's pre-new 52.
There's some good stuff in New 52, but it's more bad than good.
Superman-wise?
Superman-wise?
It started off kind of like, okay, maybe I can get behind this, and then it devolved into a mess. I will give you. Casual Friday Superman is not my favorite.
I only like of that art, I liked a couple of issues where he was like with people on the street. And like he had the chain wrapped around him. I liked that until like it was more than just police riot. There was some sort of weird alien thing there too. That kind of took a left turn. But yeah, when I think about the New 52 Superman and his stories, I think nothing really jumps out, like other than what do you call it? Superman Unchained, which was a self-contained 8 or 9 issues because they drug that out for an extra few issues.
Yeah.
And then the death of Superman at the very end of it, because that helped lead into Rebirth.
But
Well, it just seems we were getting Superman back to a good place. We got, the marriage back. We got, John.
You know what? It's Peter Parker Superman. This is what's going on.
That's what it seems like. That's what Bendis is trying to do.
It's like, look, man, we fought too damn hard to be dealing with this. Like, you give me my John, you give me my Lois back. Like, we just worked too hard for this.
I have loved everything Superman since Rebirth. I have loved. I mean,
I just want to know, did like Tomasi ask for too much money, or like, what happened?
oh, Lilith. Speaking
Dan
of
Jurgens.
Tomasi's the one who wrote the script for the Death of Superman movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it surprised me when I saw his name when I was reading about it. Yeah. So, but I mean, at first I wasn't going to read the Lois and Clark book, but then a friend of mine told me to, and that's like when we got the first iteration of Superman, John, and Lois hiding out on Earth, and that was great. And I just, like you said, I'm kind of worried, like with Bendis, what he's shown me in this Man of Steel has not built my confidence.
Like, I'm just like so terrified to read Action Comics 1001 and Superman *1. I'm terrified.
All right, we got one more issue. Are we going to take bets? I mean, John's probably going with Jor-El. Where's Lois? Did she go with them, or?
He's pulling this. I told you he's gonna pull the Superboy Pocket Universe situation. He might as well just get Lex and say this is where Lex is until I'm done writing Superman. They're in the Pocket Universe.
It's gonna be like this. Actually, Superman's in the Pocket Universe, and we don't really realize it, but it's just a Pocket Universe of Superman.
Black Mercy.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a Black Mercy thing where he's gonna come out of it, and all the Bendis storyline was under. Or this is gonna be like revealed to be like the upside down of Earth 1 or something.
You know what? That would make more sense if it was like a hallucination or something like that, because with this one-dimensional villain, it's basically an indestructible villain.
I don't mind a villain as a plot device as long as the story around it is working. Like we talked about with Doomsday. Doomsday is more of a plot device villain, but it was the story and all the other stuff going around.
And then everything that came after it.
But see, I will apologize for everything I've said in the last couple of weeks if Bendis pulls like a reverse Black Mercy or something where it's Superman's worst fears, indestructible villain, Lois and John, getting taken or whatever. I could buy that, but
I mean, he's got to pull something off in the issue 6. And I really want this to be the end of Rogolzar and this kind of story.
You better stop pulling something and start writing.
You better fling Rogolzar into the sun. Like, I'm not joking. That's how I need this to end.
I'm telling you, throw his butt into the Phantom Zone. Because it didn't Supergirl even throw out the line? She's like, I got everything value like out of the fortress. I believe she said Phantom Zone projector. Yeah. So Bendis knows the Phantom Zone exists.
Well, I mean, I feel like
that book probably told him.
if he had used Rogolzar to almost like think about John Byrne's 6 issues backwards. So like in a sense, it's like Rogolzar slowly takes away kind of what was introduced in each issue. So like he comes after the planet and he causes like destruction to the planet. Just both the building and like the people, and then he takes out even like what if he had hospitalized Lex Luthor, put him in a coma, and then it's like he's working backwards. Then he takes on the Justice League and he injures Batman. And it's kind of like he's working backwards, getting to Superman, peeling away, so that when we feel the weight of Superman lost the fortress, Superman lost Canada. I mean, that's heavy stuff, and I'm not feeling it. It just feels almost like it was an afterthought. Like, oh hey, by the way,
yeah, shock value. That's it.
Yeah.
No other.
Instead of being this, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that. It was like, oh by the way, Kandar's over there. I crushed it. It's cool. Like a college guy, a frat boy, busting a beer can. Whatever.
And here's the other thing: if like Rogolzar is gonna like destroy the Earth, to make sure to kill the last of the Kryptonians and everything, why attack Superman? Why not just go to the center of the earth and blow it up before Superman or
Because a
Superman?
villain's not a villain, man. A villain's got a monologue.
A Bendis villain has the monologue.
Oh, for
Hey,
sure.
You
Without a doubt.
want to come down and say hi? Come down to the Cave of Wonder?
I can be just a minute.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, baby, it's all good.
Just talking soups, man. Just talking soups.
Solo wants to come back and talk some more Superman.
Sorry, baby, just down here ripping Bendis a new one.
It's just like, I just feel like I said, you guys have talked I've read more of his Marvel stuff and everything, and I'm like, okay. So I'm all like, okay, I'm going to give him the benefit, and this just isn't, it's not doing anything for me.
Well, I've said it a couple times already, but I think the formula is Bendis is all right when he writes like street level stuff like Daredevil,
Yes.
Jessica Jones, Miles Morales, but once he starts boosting the power level, some of his Avengers stuff was good, but
Some of it was some shameless, like, self-fulfillment.
yeah.
So Bendis should be writing Midnighter? Is that what you're saying?
I said he should write Black Canary, personally. I thought that would be a perfect fit, but DC doesn't ask me these things these days.
And I don't want him near Batman, but I think it would be a better fit than Superman.
Or he should do his own Damian Wayne series called Damian.
I don't know. He doesn't like the kids because he ships them off, and ships them off to boarding school.
Sage and Nina are set up. Solomon's been podcasting with us.
That is awesome.
We're just talking Superman.
Very cool.
So, yeah, I agree, Phil. So he should write Red Hood.
No.
How dare you!
That series has gotten worked way too hard to be as good as it is. It is not Bendis touch, okay?
Finally have a decent Jason Todd. Don't inflict the Bendis on him.
Do we have anything else to say other than just ripping Bendis?
I like the Byrne issue better, obviously, because I'm a Lex Luthor fan and I'm very partial to Bizarro. Although I didn't like the android take on Bizarro and the weird dust that cured Luthor, his blindness. Like, that was kind of like random for me. But I am partial because I believe that issue actually probably came out on the day that I was born. So. December 86. Just saying. Sorry, Phil. Didn't mean to.
And I was an 8-year-old somewhere.
All right.
Oh,
You want to
Lord.
say bye to everybody.
Bye, Solo. Remember, be John Byrne, not Brian Michael Bendis.
Be a Byrne, not a Bendis. So I would give it a C-.
I agree. Like I said, I was
It's
bored almost. I felt like it was just kind of filler. Like it's supposed to be the big crucial, like
This whole series has been filler.
It's supposed to be the penultimate, Philip.
it's supposed to leave me like, waiting for the final issue. This is like, give me a final issue so we can move.
And I guarantee you the next issue is going to, it might reveal some stuff maybe about Lois and John, but it's going to leave us dangling about something. It's going to be like, to be continued in Action 1001 and Superman 1. I can't believe they had to renumber for him. Nothing. That's going to be weird. Superman's starting at number 1 again. Nothing else is at DC's getting restarted. Like Batman's still going to keep going past 50.
Yeah, it's a good call. What a...
He's got blackmail. He's got some good juicy blackmail on somebody. I want to know what it is.
I don't see any more. I don't see any more ads lately about, check out Brian Michael Bendis's historic run on Superman.
Bendis is come. Bendis came.
It's been quiet on that front lately.
Well, they got all the suckers' money for 1,000. You know. That's all they wanted.
Lilith, didn't you say that supposedly it's not doing the numbers they wanted it to do?
Yeah, this Man of Steel issue is definitely not doing the numbers they want. So I'm very curious to see how long he stays on. He might stay on Action, But I know I know there's a reason behind wanting to renumber Superman specifically, because they kind of did that with the Adventures of Superman, because it's very convoluted, and it's not like Superman is like a clean title. Action Comics is kind of like, you know, if you don't really know, you know what I mean?
It's kind of detective too. It's like, you know, you shouldn't renumber detective.
And it would seem wouldn't it seem really cheap though, after having issue 1000 to renumber it back to number 1 again?
Yeah. Well, and also that's probably like a huge selling point for DC. The first comic book to go to 1000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah, especially then when Detective hits 1000 too, they're gonna be like, "Where you have the only comics that lasted over 1000 issues."
Well, Spider-Man better keep going.
Well, Spider-Man's got about 200 more to go to hit 1000.
I don't know if Marvel can hold off on renumbering or not.
Fantastic Four might have made it, but then they canceled it. It's coming back, but it's coming back with number 1. So
now they'll be like, Spider-Man now from Marvel, the daily book.
Hey, for a while they were doing 3 a month. So
all right, let's do some shameless plugs then.
all right, everyone, send us your thoughts, because one more week of Bendis, and then we get to review anything else. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Comic Capers, at Comic Capers Pod on Twitter, and at CL Sidekicks. Quantum Zen's having Quantum Zen
didn't work.
What?
I
didn't put the bar up. I forgot. I was rapping with my man Solo. I forgot.
Anyway, yeah, Quantum Zone giveaway.
Oh yeah, we're giving away Marvel Team Up 113, our next review, an issue from 1981. All we ask is a review on iTunes. So, Comic Capers, we're already there. So hey, you want a free copy of Marvel comic from 1981? Just leave us a review. First 8 people.
Like physical or digital?
What?
Is it physical or digital?
Physical.
Ooh.
No, because Matt went to the store, his local store, and he saw like 8 copies of it, and I think they were like $1 a piece, so he just bought.
Sounds like something I would do. Just gonna take all these.
Oh man. All right. Tyler, where can people find you, talk to you, if they're interested in Superman?
You can find me on a little podcast that I do called the Krypton Report. It's all about, you guessed it, Superman. And you can find
Supergirl.
me and Supergirl.
In Krypton.
And Krypton. We like to keep it in the Kryptonian family. And, you know, we come and listen to my pitch of the new Superman, pre-Superman series called The Kents on Lifetime. Find out Jonathan, he was just a farm boy, destined to be a farmer to raise an alien son. Yeah, nobody's picking it up, but I'm trying. You know, that's my pre-Superman show I'm working on here. But yeah, you can also find me on Twitter at JTYPatrick. And that's me.
And Lilith, if anyone would like the female take on Superman, especially with adult language, where can people follow you?
First of all, if you want to fight me about anything that I've said about Bendis, only add me at Lilith Hellfire. I'm not going to be drugged through the muck over at Save Me Podcast on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. It's all positivity, swearing, Smallville, and Superman. I'm just saying. Okay?
But I just show up and look pretty and spout big words, and then I'm done.
Yep. That's me.
And if anyone would like to do review interviews with us,
Bendis. Come defend your business.
Mr. Bendis, if you would like to explain some of this gobbledygook to us, you can always email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp.
You know, personally, I'd rather have Seeley back, or maybe Tamazi, or just a thought. Just throw it out there.
Tom King.
Yes. After the wedding, you need to like book him.
I would love to talk some Batman. I told you, I just got the first 9 issues of Mr. Miracle and blew through that. That's a good book.
I'm working through it. Don't look at me.
Perhaps. Well, I told you, maybe we'll do a review when all 12 are out.
Yeah, of course we will.
So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Cool.
Don't sass me, girl. All right, are we done?
Definitely hit the music. Gelman.
So come back. One more week in Bendis Watch. 2018. Who knows what
Fresh Tale will uncover.
what stuff is going to hit the fan next issue. July 4th. Look for 2 episodes of Comic Capers next week.
Oh man!
Because the last issue of Bendis on Man of Steel and Batman's getting married.